What up? It's your boy Glenn, back with another video. Like I said, I would. This one, I want to just keep it on the whole MMA thing. Uh, and right now, he is my current favorite fighter because he is truly, utterly a beast. I'm talking about John Bones Jones, aka the next big thing, because everybody that you put in front of him, he is destroying with extreme violence. Just a little backstory on the guy. You don't want to say he's relatively new. The he's been doing it for like the past 2 3 years. He has a record of 11-1, and I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, he has an undefeated record because the the fight that he got his loss in, it was because of a disqualification. And if you watch the fight, it was against, what's his name, Matt the Hammer Hamill. He got disqualified against him because he gave an accidental down dropping elbow on his head. If you watch the fight, you could tell he slammed him. He slammed Matt Hamill on the ground, dropped him on his shoulder, really, mounted him, and was straight ground and pounding him, giving him hard shots. But the ref would not stop the fight, so he kept doing it. He was on top of him for a good 20, 30 seconds, pounding him. And then he's looking up at the ref like, hey, like, come on now, you see this guy's not really defending himself. What's going on? Help me out. Stop the fight. So the ref won't stop, so he's like, all right, got his breath, drop the elbows. Dropping them, non-stop. The guy is still not defending himself. So I guess throughout the whole flurry of elbows, he's moving around trying to like get that one shot that knocks him out. Then he actually accidentally came down with a dropping elbow on his head. The ref gets on top of him, pulls him off, throws him in the corner, says, I'm taking a point off. Goes back to Matt Hamill, checks on him, see that he's grabbing his face like, oh, I'm really hurt. Ref calls the fight off and disqualifies John Jones. Uh, and that's how John Jones got his first loss. But if you watch that fight, he won it because in hindsight, Matt Hamill dislocated his shoulder. He separated his shoulder, and that's why he wasn't defending himself well. Why the ref didn't stop it, I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. And but look at him now. The guy is like a beast. He is on like a tear. Last weekend, last week Sunday, his fight with Matt Sashenko. I know his last name, but I don't know his opponent's first name. It was a first round knockout. Uh, in less than 2 minutes. That's how long, in the first round. That's how long the fight took. It basically started with this: John Jones grabs him, slams him down to the ground. I'm sorry. I'm right here recording this video in my basement. I'm hearing shit. But, anyways, he slams Masachenko to the ground. Good body, good control over him in the center of the octagon. He's able to swing. John Jones is able to swing his body into side control, wrap his legs around his arm, and get into the crucifix position and just drop those dangerous elbows all over his face. The ref, he must have just said, oh my God, this is too much. He dropped at least a good 10 elbows on the guy's face. Stopped the fight. He's got the first round knockout, and that's impressive for a guy who hasn't been doing this for too long. Uh, that was this past fight. His fight before that was against, what is his name? The guy's name escapes me right now. Brandon Vera. And in the same fashion, it was a first round knockout. Thing is, Brandon Vera is known as he's a kicker. That's his like bread and butter. He goes for the home run shot whenever he can. Uh, John Jones had good timing, caught the leg, gave him a good right to just basically knock him on his back. The intent wasn't to actually knock him out, but just get into a position where he could get good control, and he did it flawlessly. Knocked him on his back. and on top of it, got an immediate mount. While in while in the mount, he was able to drop his dangerous elbows on them. Like the guy's elbows just like blades at this point. Dropped the elbow on him, popped him in the eye, right here on the orbital bone. Busted, cracked, basically cracked it. You can see it. See it on Brendan Vera's face when the minute he dropped it. You know, a fight is over when a fighter gives you his back easy. Gave up the back, just constant ground and pound. Ref stopped the fight. That was like 2 fights before this last one. So yeah, John Jones, like he is literally turning into one of my favorite light heavyweight fighters. Because at this point, the top 8 are either waiting to get their shot at the belt. Who who would that be? Who's the number one contender for the belt? Uh, he just beat Rampage. You know what I'm talking about. He just beat Rampage. And I can't remember. Don't understand why I can't remember his name right now. But anyways, it's that. There's Mauricio Shogun Huwa, who's gonna be out for a whole year with knee surgery, and he just needs to hang it up because this guy's knees. This is second surgery for the same problem. There's that. After him would be. I was just looking at the rankings. Shogun Huwa. Rampage is like number 8. He slid down because of the time off and his loss. I know what's his name, Lyoto Machida. I think he's number 3 now, but he just lost the belt, so that dropped him down to 4 or 5, or the bottom of the pack. But yeah, the light heavyweight division is just stacked with a lot of fighters who are just dying to get their shot. And John Jones, I'm telling you right now, he's going to fly up the ranks so fast. Phone's ringing, so pay that no mind. I can understand what Dana White's doing. He's not gonna give him a shot at the top 8 fighters because somebody this good, you want to bring them up slow, try to build them up as best as you can before you throw him out there. Because he's gonna get a shot and he's going to compete, and I promise you, he's gonna be the next big thing. Mark my words. John Jones Bones, aka the next big thing, will be like mentioned in the names of like the top fighters in the UFC. So yeah, I'm telling you, while you're on here on YouTube, just look him up, see his highlights, and you will be impressed. The guy is just like a perfect physical specimen. Oh homo. Uh, Dude's like 6'4" or 6'4" or 5", long arms and legs, which makes it really hard for you to get like a whole like if he's on his back, it's really hard for you to make a cross to get in any position on him. Uh, Good power, dangerous elbows, like a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm telling you, just look him up and you will be impressed by his work, his body work. No homo. Again. So yeah, I just had to make that video because he is, trust me, he is the next big thing, and I hope everybody else catches the wave. Um, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, deuces, fellas and ladies, peace.